Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to go over an article just broke about an hour ago regarding Tesla. It says Texas police will demand Tesla hand over data from a fatal crash after Elon Musk denied the car was running on autopilot. So for those of you who don't know what happened, there was a Tesla car who crashed into a tree, basically killed two people in Texas. And initially, what the reports were saying was that it was on autopilot and basically the car drove itself into that tree and killed those people. But then Elon Musk came out later and said that the data was showing that autopilot was not on. So now Texas police are like, okay, that's fine. Well, let me see the data. All right. So we'll look through this article. We'll talk about what this means for the stock. We'll look at the charts going forward. So just to reiterate, guys, this is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor. Make sure you do your own research before investing. So it says Texas police will on Tuesday demand Tesla hand over data on a fatal car crash that killed two people on Saturday, a senior officer told Reuters. The Tesla Model S was traveling fast just outside Houston when it ran off a road, crashed into a tree, and burst into flames, authorities said. Evidence suggests no one was in the driver's seat, police said. The first responders found the bodies of two men, one in the passenger seat, one in the back seat. Tesla CEO Elon Musk tweeted Monday that data logs showed the car wasn't running on autopilot, Tesla's driver assistant feature, and didn't have full self-driving enabled. Full self-driving is a $10,000 add-on that recognizes traffic lights and stoplights and can self-park. Mark Herman, a senior police officer in Harris County, told Reuters that on Monday that Musk's tweet was the first statement officials had seen from Tesla. Police would serve warrants to get data on the crash, he said. So, first of all, I mean, that's terrible to hear, that someone passed away, especially something so, tragic. I mean, prayers and thoughts go out to those people and those families, and that's just, really bad to hear regardless of what happened and what the situation is. So, second, it's hopefully it's nothing to do with, with Tesla's technology that actually, the self-driving, full self-drive, didn't do anything. I know he said that it wasn't enabled, but hopefully that's true. Maybe it was something else that happened as opposed to the car running itself off the road. Because man, how crazy would that be if they had some type of glitch and you started seeing kind of a trend of these things? That would be awful. So fully to be expected, Musk came out publicly and said that full self-driving was not the issue. Of course, police are going to be like, okay, well, let's see the data. Let's prove that it wasn't. That's totally understandable. So this can go one of two ways, of course, if Tesla does hand over the data and it for sure shows that they were not involved with the full self-driving. That wasn't the main issue that caused the crash. Then this is going to obviously, make the stock keep on trucking in an upward direction. If for some reason it comes back on the flip side of things and it shows that something actually did enable it to go off the road, if there was something showing about the full self-drive, that would crash the stock, no doubt. At least temporarily, it would shoot it down. As if you keep up with Tesla, if you're a shareholder, you know how volatile it can be. So any type of negativity coming out of that report, for sure would drop that thing, kind of like I think a whack-a-mole. It would just like hit it on top of the head and make it go down, at least temporarily, right? So if you are on Twitter, you can follow Elon Musk. He'll post things throughout the day and everything to kind of keep updated, or just Google Tesla stock, and they have articles nonstop about this company if you want to keep up with this story. So let's go ahead and dive into the charts, guys, and see what they're telling us. Okay, guys, looking at Tesla here, this is about the time where we heard the announcement that the car crash happened in Texas. You see it fell all the way down to about 690, 691, and then I think Elon Musk tweeted that There was nothing showing that they were their self-driving had anything to do with it. We saw a little spike, and then now we're selling off again. And I think we're going to kind of go back and forth until there's some type of clarification on this story. So just to kind of keep that into perspective, if you're new to the stock, or if you haven't got into the stock yet, I would kind of wait and see how this plays out before you get in, because again, if there's any type of uncertainty, it could pull it down somewhere closer to this level down here in the 600s. And like I said, though, once there's any type of news clarifying that the full self-drive had nothing to do with it, we'll pop straight back up. Also, something to keep in mind as well, on if this thing continues to sell off and get beat down next week, they report Q1 earnings, I think, on Wednesday. So even if this gets beat down for a couple days, a week, you could expect some type of catalyst to bounce it right back up. Okay, so keep an eye on it. It'll be interesting to see exactly what happens as the day kind of comes along. Right now, support 708.25. If it busts through below there, then your support's of 598, and your SMA line $711.80, anywhere between there and 675. If we bounce off of there, we show that we're basically keeping support on our simple moving average. Anything below that would be very, very undervalued, and in my opinion, a good buy. Alright guys, that's all I have for you in this video. Make sure that you smash the thumbs up button if you found value in today's video. And if you enjoy our content, of course, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. That way YouTube can let you know every time we release new content. Other than that, guys, we'll catch you in the next video.